What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of your Mystro Weekly Industry Roundup. I am Randy Shear, also known as Uberman on YouTube, and I'm here in collaboration with Mystro, the app everybody loves. So let's jump into this. Number one on my list today, travelers to serve as exclusive auto claims manager for Lyft. That is big news. This was January 3rd that this came out. The Travelers Companies has revealed that it will become the exclusive provider of auto insurance claim services for the U.S. operations of ride-sharing company Lyft. A release said the insurance agreement comes into effect February 1st, 2019. Lyft is a dynamic organization that's at the forefront of the future of transportation, said Travelers Executive Vice President in Claim Services in a statement. So there you go. Looks like Lyft has changed its insurance company, so stay tuned for that, because I'm also wondering if after changing companies, their deductibles are going to change. If you don't know, you should know, Lyft has a $2,500 deductible should you be found at an at-fault accident and need your car repaired. You're going to need to come up with that $2,500 out of pocket, whereas Uber is $1,000 out of pocket. So I've really got my fingers crossed here that when they change insurance companies effective February 1st, hopefully that deductible will go down around $1,000, which I feel is much more reasonable. Number two on my list, I thought this was just great. This is something that I've never seen before, may never see again, but I thought it was absolutely wonderful to see. This is a very small article from globenewswire.com. Very, very small, but worth mentioning. The rideshare law firm hosts a New Year's celebration for Uber and Lyft drivers, the Unsung Heroes. Beverly Hills, California, January 4, 2019. The rideshare law firm is a new law firm founded by Daniel Lavi, PC. The company extends the following invitation to drivers and passengers. Our firm seeks to represent drivers of rideshare companies such as Uber and Lyft, as well as their passengers who have been involved in vehicle accidents. Our mission is to protect drivers who earn their primary or supplemental income and the passengers who entrust Uber, Lyft, or the countless other rideshare platforms as their trusted mode of transportation. We have learned during our outreach that the drivers of these mega rideshare companies that there was a lack of planning or hosting of events to celebrate the often thankless work that Uber and Lyft drivers do during the holiday season. Every night, thousands of people get home safely after celebrating the holidays with their friends, families, and coworkers, while the drivers work endless hours with little or no appreciation. We, at the rideshare law firm, recognize the value and importance of the drivers of all rideshare companies. As a sign of gratitude for their unsung work, we're throwing you a special event. We would like to partner or share our event with Keyless Mission Hills Hyundai to help accomplish this goal and celebrate those we consider unsung heroes. How about that? That was really, really cool from uberlyftlaw.com. That was amazing. Bravo. Thank you for doing something like that for drivers. That was absolutely fantastic. And number three on my list doesn't so much pertain to rideshare, but kind of sort of it does. This is from Forbes, and this was from January 3rd, 2019. 18-wheelers at app speed. $800 million startup is trying to pull an Uber on the trucking business. Now this is one of those things, I'll tell you then. I'll just read this real quick. At 12, Drew McElroy was in trucking. His parents ran a freight brokerage operation out of a spare bedroom in Milltown, New Jersey, connecting truck owners to companies that needed to move goods and helped out by working the phones. 15 years later, a light bulb went off. Weren't truck brokers doing the same thing that Uber and Lyft do? They match rides to vehicles, minimizing wasted miles, and use algorithms to set prices based on supply and demand. I realized, holy crap, there's no one doing this, McElroy says. There is a clear path to changing this entire industry that isn't that complicated. It was a smart idea. Trucking is a $700 billion market, and the bill for moving full truckloads in the U.S. runs more than $500 billion a year. In 2013, 4 years after that aha moment, McElroy co-founded Transfix, an online freight marketplace that uses algorithms and machine learning to give full load shippers better prices and truck owners better routes. The timing was good. Truckers, largely middle-aged men, had recently begun carrying smartphones and were willing to install the Transfix app. Some shippers and companies that needed to move stuff have their own fleets of trucks driven by their employees. Walmart is one. But these are the exceptions. Most trucking is done by contractors, and the vast majority of that by small operators who are desperate to keep their rigs full to cover the financing of those trucks. Transfix, based in New York City's Garment District, is on track to collect $100 million in shipping charges for 2018. It will remit the lion's share of this gross revenue to people who own the vehicles. With venture funding at $78 million from such firms as New Enterprise Associates and Canvas Ventures, the 140-employee business is worth roughly $800 million, gaining it a spot on Forbes' 2018 list of next billion-dollar startups. I mean, this is great because it just goes to show anyone with an idea could truly be the next multi-billion-dollar industry changer. This is just a guy. He's just a guy doing what he's always done, and he had an idea. And it could potentially change the future of trucking. Not to mention, he's going to be very well off in the future, I'd say. So that's going to be it for this. I hope you all had a great New Year's. I know I did. I spent it sick, but I'm getting better. Mystro thanks you for your continued support, and we all thank you for watching these videos. Have a safe one. We'll catch you next Sunday in another edition of the Mystro Industry Weekly Roundup.